Hello everyone and welcome back. Today it's finally here. My Lions starting 15 is here. Now this is the pre-Six Nations one. I'll probably do one after the Six Nations as I have a feeling that it could change depending on the Six Nations, as there's a couple of teams who is going to be interesting anyway. But I'll do one before because a lot of people are doing it and I have had a few people ask. So yeah, let's go. I did upload a European review. You probably saw it, but for some reason half the footage was missing. And yeah, so I'm just hoping that doesn't happen here. I've had a look, but it's just vanished. So yeah, apologies about that. But yeah, let's go into the Lions starting 15. So at number one, I've gone with Andrew Porter. I think that he is probably the best option at one. Just Ireland's pack. I know it had a few set piece struggles in the autumns, but if you look beyond that, it's it's domination. The only team that the Irish pack seem to struggle against recently is the Box, and to be honest with you, I think everyone does. So yeah. Similarly in two, Dan Sheehan, again, top class hooker, best of the business again. One of the best hookers in the world. I think Johnny Matthews is close. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking with Johnny Matthews, but yeah, Dan Sheehan definitely up there. Number three might be a bit of an outside shout to those of you who don't watch him regularly, but I've actually gone with Xander Fagerson. Now this might come as a surprise. I know he went on the Lions tour last time out in 21. I can't remember if he got a cap or not, but he has improved so much in the last couple of years. He's matured out. Back if you go back to 21 in the last Lions tour, it was a lot of he's a walking red card. But now he's so much more. His scrummaging is top point. He was massive in Glasgow's URC win, and he's been huge for Scotland. And yeah, coming in at number four, again a fairly popular pick again, Maro Itoje. He's been around forever, it feels like, and he's Maro Itoje. He's an Arsenal the Rucks. It's perfect for what you need, and I'm not insulting him when I say he's an arse in the rocks. That's what he is. That's what he does. He just messes everything up, gets in the way. Really good second row. His partner is Tide Byrne. Again, I just think the Irish pack just is incredible in breakdowns and set pieces, bar the autumn internationals. And he again is a vital part of it. Him and Sheehan with a line out, so should link up really well. And yet number six might come as a bit of a shock, as I think six is an open plan. I think 7 and 8 is fairly well comfortable, but number six I have actually gone with Jack Morgan of Wales. And I know Wales are horrendous at the minute, but this is the big if he can stay fit. If he can stay fit and have a good Six Nations, again, Wales doesn't have to, but if he individually has a good Six Nations, I think he could go places. He's really exciting player. You see all the Welsh love him, and there's not a lot of talk much outside of Wales, but when you watch, there's just at some point he's just gonna be there, and I think that if he stays fit, he'll click and be perfect for the Lions squad. Number seven comes as no surprise. He's been nominated and won World Player of the Year multiple times recently. That's obviously Josh van der Flier. I don't think I need to say much about him, as yeah, he's Josh van der Flier. At 8, what many believe should be the captain. Again, probably don't need to explain myself much here. Caelan Doris. top class 8. Again, there's a few 8s around. English have a couple of decent back rows with Ben Earl and the Currys and Willis, but Scotland have a few with Dempsey and Darge, but Doris is just right up there. I think these three are probably slightly better. Now, again, this is the starting 15 that I would have. I'm not saying the others wouldn't go in the tour or anything. Moving on to the backs now. At 9, we've got Gibson Park. Again, head and shoulders clear of anyone else at 9 at the minute. You have got a few. You've got people like Spencer in England, Thomas Williams of Wales, and Ben White of Scotland. All of them are definitely in the question. But I think Gibson Park, again, is well clear. Similar at 10, again, there's been a lot of debate over this between Finn Russell and Marcus Smith. If you've watched me before, you'll know that I think Finn Russell is significantly clear of Smith still at the minute. I'm not saying that Smith won't go. I think he should, but right now, if I had to pick one to start, it would be Finn Russell. I think he's just got that slight more maturity about him, and his ability to control games, and also his goal kicking's a bit better, which again is quite big in Lions. So yeah, I would go with Russell. I'll jump to the centres now and then talk about the back three at the end. At 12, as someone who, about 12 months ago you probably wouldn't have in it, but recently he's definitely stepped up enough to be in it, as well as his playmaking and his try assisting ability. He's actually a huge defensive leader, and that's obviously Sione Tuipulotu of Scotland. His defensive leadership as well. I've said this several times, but if a perfect example is you look at the Scotland-Wales game of the Six Nations last year, where Scotland were comfortably ahead, Wales were starting to have a comeback, and he got a yellow card. And if you look in that time period, Scotland's defence fell apart, and that's when Wales really, I think they scored 2 or 3 in the 10 minutes he was off. So it's quite evident that having him in, and he's a massive leader. He was Scotland captain for the autumns, and I think it's well deserved. Joining him at 13. Now, I'm a big person for keeping combinations, and if two players work really well together, putting them in. So I was thinking of going Hugh Jones, but I think still off individual merit, you'd probably have to go with Gary Ringrose. Again, just I think Hugh Jones is close, and then there's a couple others who you might be able to put in, with the likes of Slade or that from England, but not quite. I think Ringrose is still slightly ahead. Again, the Six Nations could change that, but yep. And then we'll just go to the wings now. One wing I think's fairly set out. A few people are not too happy with him defensively, but I think he has improved a lot, and he's, in my opinion, still the best defensive winger in the world, and that's obviously Duhan van der Merwe. Try scoring machine. He's come in, he's broken Scotland's try scoring record in 4 years of playing for them, where it took Hogg 8, 9, 10 years to break it, and he's just come in less than half of that time and just absolutely demolished it. First Scotland player to get to 30 tries for his country. Just give him any hint of space and he'll score. And I think it's simple as that. Yes, he's not the best defensively, but on the other wing, 14's interesting because there's quite a few people who could take it, and again, that's why you take a wider squad. It could change in the Six Nations, it could change in the leading up games, the club games beforehand, but in the minute I have got James Lowe. Again, just I think at the minute he's the best of the options. His defensive work isn't bad. He's got a massive boot on him, which is a big help, and he does score. So to be honest with you, if you didn't score, why are you a winger? But yeah, and then at 15 to round it off, I've got Hugo Keenan. Again, just I think he's slightly better. I think Blair Kinghorn is rapidly chasing him down, and then you've got people like Freddie Stewart and that as well, who might be in the equation, but at the minute I think Keenan is just that slight bit ahead still. But yeah, that's my starting 15 at the minute. Let me know yours. I'm sure not everyone will agree with that. But yeah, we'll see with the Six Nations. I'm sure a few people will change around. But yeah, that's the best I've got at the minute. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, I shall see you later.